Hello! We are pleased that you are interested in the City of Bellevue's comprehensive plan. The 2024 update to guide Bellevue's growth and development through 2044 is now underway, in conjunction with the Wilburton Study Area. As part of State Environmental Policy Act requirements, the City of Bellevue is preparing an Environmental Impact Statement, or EIS. This video explains what an EIS is, how it's used, and how you can participate in the EIS process to help shape the future of Bellevue. First, let's start with what an EIS is. Whenever someone wants to build something new or plan for big future changes in their city, they must follow certain rules to make sure they minimize harm and account for any significant impacts to the environment. That's where environmental review and documentation comes in. An EIS is a process that depends on public participation and involvement to help guide what the environmental review documents should analyze. This participatory process ensures Bellevue has all the information it needs to make good decisions about the future of the community. The first phase of an EIS process, called scoping, involves identifying what areas of the environment to study. This phase concluded in fall 2022. The next phase of the process involves preparing the draft EIS to identify and analyze potential environmental impacts. This is the phase we are in now. In this comprehensive plan periodic update, the city is planning for growth of at least an additional 35,000 housing units and 70,000 jobs by the year 2044. The EIS will help answer questions such as, how do we want to distribute growth citywide and in Wilburton? How do we want that growth to look? What types of jobs and housing do we want to see as part of that growth? The draft EIS will evaluate 4 different options for distributing growth to answer those questions and align with state and regional requirements for equity, climate change, housing, and the City Council's vision and priorities. These options are called alternatives. This EIS includes a no-action alternative and 3 action alternatives. The no-action alternative would be the outcome if the city continues with their existing growth strategy and no changes, essentially maintaining the status quo. 3 action alternatives will analyze capacity with different ways of distributing the projected growth, as well as implementing new policies and infrastructure. The city will not necessarily build or implement what's analyzed in each alternative. The city is required to look at a range of options for achieving growth, and the alternatives simply provide a way to analyze the potential impacts of different growth scenarios. The draft EIS 45-day public comment period is underway now. Based on the public comments received and the analysis of the potential environmental impacts of each alternative, the city will select a preferred alternative that could include mixing and matching different elements from the draft EIS. This will be described in the final EIS. So, how can you help? You can review the draft EIS on the City of Bellevue's website, and we invite you to provide comments. We want to hear what you think about the alternatives, the analysis of the potential impacts to the environment, and the proposed mitigation measures. You can also comment on the accuracy of information in the draft EIS and where additional clarification is needed. Comments that are clear, concise, and relevant will improve the final document. Commenting is easy. You can submit your comments online, via email, by mail, or at a public meeting. Visit our Bellevue 2044 website to learn more and for details on how to comment. Thank you for your time and participation in this process.